un amor llorando y me decía las palabras de Dios. Llorando por ti. Por un amor, un amor vi, llorando y me decía las palabras de Dios, llorando por ti. Por amor, ay, para ya vivir junto a ti, me enamoré allá de ti, que sin tus besos ya no puedo vivir y recordar. Ay, para ya vivir allá de ti, me enamoré allá de ti, que sin tus besos ya no puedo vivir y recordar. Oh, lola y le lola y lola y lola, lola y lola y lola y lola, lola y lola y lola y lola y lola y lola y lola. Yo quisiera para entender un amor y saber que me quería y me decía las palabras de Dios, llorando por ti. Por amor, ay, para ya vivir junto a ti, me enamoré allá de ti, que sin tus besos ya no puedo vivir y recordar. Ay, para ya vivir junto a ti, me enamoré allá de ti, que sin tus besos ya no puedo vivir y recordar. Oh, lola y le lola y lola y lola, lola y lola y lola y lola, lola y lola y lola y lola y lola y lola y lola. Oh, lola y le lola y lola y lola, lola y lola y lola y lola, lola y lola y lola y lola y lola y lola. Now, ladies and gentlemen, with you, our host and my friend, Andrea Zarralde.
Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you for your music. You really represent what being an immigrant is. You are passionate, talented, and disciplined. Thank you for your music. Good evening and welcome to the silent auction preview for Edu-Futuro's 22nd anniversary gala. I am your host, Andrea Zarralde. In about 15 minutes, we'll be starting our event, but for now, we want to encourage you to visit the link on your screen so that you can place a bid on some of the great items we have available in our silent auction. For example, We have Caribbean vacation packages from Elite Island Resorts, a private wine class for 20 from Total Wine & More, an opportunity to try indoor skydiving from iFly or Virginia Beach. We also have a season pass from the Blue Mont Vineyard at Great Country Farms, and a great variety of gift baskets and restaurant certificates. We are pleased to announce that we now have the capacity for you to directly fund our programs which promote academic success for immigrant and Latino youth in Virginia. As you scroll through the silent auction items, look out for our Fund the Need opportunities that you can directly support through this bidding process. For example, you can place a bid for $150 to pay for a kit for a student in our after-school STEM robotics club. A bid of $600 would cover transportation for 40 students to attend the regional robotics competition. Just look for the Fund the Need icon, so please don't wait. Visit the link on your screen and place your bids or make your purchases before 8 p.m. tonight.
Cuando el amor llega así de esta manera, no tiene la culpa. Quererse no tiene horario, ni fecha en el calendario cuando las ganas se juntan. Cuando el amor llega así de esta manera, no tiene la culpa. Amor de compra y venta, amor de contrabando, porque el ven veré, ven ven veré, ven veré, ven ven veré, ven veré. Bamboleo, bambolea, porque mi vida yo la aprendí a vivir así. Bamboleo, bambolea, porque mi vida yo la aprendí a vivir así. No tiene perdón de Dios. Lo que quiero lo aprendí para mi vida. Lo que quiero es volverme a enamorar, volverme a enamorar. Bamboleo, bambolea, porque mi vida yo la aprendí a vivir así. Bamboleo, bambolea, porque mi vida yo la prefiero vivir así.
Hi again, I am back to remind you to please visit our silent auction website so you can take a look at all the wonderful items we have available for you this evening. The bidding will be open until 8 p.m. tonight, so don't lose your opportunity to find some great bargains while helping the students and parents served by Edu-Futuro. Enjoy.
Amigo latino, yo cuento contigo. Amigo latino, es tiempo de unirnos. Amigo latino, contamos contigo. Amigo latino, ganémosle al virus. Es momento para orar, a los hijos abrazar. Recordemos que son los pequeños y están confundidos. Es momento para cambiar, esto pronto va a pasar. Si te cuidas, se cuidan, me cuido, tú ganas conmigo. Amigo latino, amigo latino, es tiempo de unirnos. Es momento para orar, esto pronto va a cambiar. Si te cuidas, se cuidan, me cuido, tú ganas conmigo. Es momento para orar, esto pronto va a pasar. Si te cuidas, se cuidan, me cuido, tú ganas conmigo. Amigo latino, amigo latino, amigo latino. Es tiempo de unirnos. Amigo latino, contamos contigo.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Edu-Futuro's 22nd Annual Gala celebration. My name is Andrea Zarralde, host of the public service television series Línea Directa, which is produced in partnership with Edu-Futuro and Telemundo 44. I am delighted to be with you this evening as all of us join together to support Edu-Futuro's important work on behalf of immigrant and Latino families in Northern Virginia. The theme of our event tonight is Against All Odds, because despite of COVID-19 crisis that has affected all of our lives, this year the students and parents served by Edu-Futuro display great strength and resilience in the face of extraordinary public health and economic challenges. We especially want to recognize the hard work, dedication, and academic success for the students in our signature project, the Emerging Leaders Program. Each year, nearly 600 high school youth enroll in ELP, which matches participants with a mentor and helps students prepare for a college education. Tonight, we'll be joined by Virginia Senators Mark Warner and Tim Kaine. We'll be presenting 3 well-deserved awards, and most importantly, we'll be meeting some of our Edu-Futuro students and parents. To get our evening started, please welcome Samantha O'Leary, President of Edu-Futuro Board of Directors.
Thank you, Andrea, and welcome to everyone joining us this evening for our 22nd Anniversary Gala. On behalf of all of the members of our Board of Directors, I would like to say how proud we are of the work done by Edu-Futuro staff this year. Very quickly, they recognized just how profoundly the coronavirus pandemic would affect the daily lives of our families, and they moved heaven and earth to expand case management services and transition all our youth and parent programs to online delivery. The exceptional commitment of our staff members during the trying months of the pandemic has resulted in Edu-Futuro being able to provide critical assistance to nearly 700 struggling families, while at the same time serving a record number of students in our Emerging Leaders program. We could not ask for more from our wonderful staff and executive team. Undoubtedly, the next year will bring many difficult challenges, but as you will hear from our students and parents tonight, they are more than ready to overcome any obstacles that lie ahead. I want to thank you for supporting the work of Edu-Futuro and encourage you to take a look at the great items in our silent auction. Now, I have the pleasure of introducing Jorge Figueiredo, the Executive Director of Edu-Futuro. At Virginia's Hispanic Heritage Month festivities last month, Jorge was recognized as one of 6 individuals by Senators Mark Warner and Tim Kaine for their exemplary leadership during the COVID-19 crisis. The honor made specific mention of Jorge's professional achievements and community involvement and stated, "Individuals like you are the driving force in strengthening our communities across the Commonwealth." Congratulations, Jorge.
Thank you very much, Samantha. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Edu-Futuro's 22nd Annual Gala. I am honored to be with you on this very special night. All of us know just how difficult this year has been on every one of our households, but the coronavirus crisis has been especially hard on the immigrant families we serve at Edu-Futuro. Our community has experienced a disproportionate share of COVID-19 infections and hospitalizations. Many of our parents have lost jobs, and far too many of our students do not have the internet access or the technology needed for successful distance learning. In response to this and many more challenges this year, Edu-Futuro took a series of urgent actions to meet the immediate needs of our families. We revamped our individual case management services, hired additional staff to increase capacity, and started an emergency assistance fund to fill the gap for members of our community who were falling through the cracks of our local safety net. Thanks to our funders and the support of many individual contributions, I am happy to report that Edu-Futuro's Emergency Assistance Fund has disbursed more than $150,000 in direct financial aid for rent, food, utilities, and other basic necessities. In addition, our caseworkers have leveraged many more thousands of dollars in funds by guiding families step by step through the application process required for assistance from local governments, faith-based organizations, and other nonprofit partners. I am also extremely proud to report that despite this tremendous disruption caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, the 47 high school graduates of our Emerging Leaders program this year were offered $2.4 million in financial aid and scholarships for the first year of college and $5.5 million in four-year renewable college scholarships and financial aid. The fact that our ELP students earned more economic assistance this challenging year than in 2019 is a testament to their hard work, determination, and commitment to the dream of college education.
At this time, we would like to recognize our elected officials, diplomats, and special guests who are attending our event tonight or who have in one way or another contributed to the success of tonight's event. If we have made someone's name, please accept our apologies and let us know that you are present by typing your name and title in this chat. U.S. Virginia Senator Tim Kaine, U.S. Virginia Senator Mark Warner, Virginia Secretary of Education Atif Carney, Virginia House of Delegates Alfonso Lopez, 49th District, Virginia House of Delegates Elizabeth Guzman, 31st District, Arlington County Board Member Katie Crystal, Arlington County Board Member Matt DeFerranti, Arlington County Board Member Takis Carantonis, former Arlington County Board Member Walter Tejada, Arlington County School Board Member Tania Talento, City of Alexandria Vice Mayor Elizabeth Bennett Parker, City of Alexandria Councilman Kanek Aguirre, Fairfax County Chairman Jeffrey McKay, Fairfax County Supervisor Dalia Palchik, Providence District Fairfax County School Board Member Karen Keys Gamarra, Fairfax County School Board Member Laura Jane Cohen, Springfield District Prince William County Supervisor Margaret Franklin, Consul General of Colombia in Washington, D.C. Erika Salamanca, Vice Consul General Consulate of El Salvador in Woodbridge, Eloisa Mariel Esteves de Peraza, Chief of the Consular Section of the Embassy of Mexico in the United States, Rafael Eugenio Laveaga Rendon, Consul of Community Affairs, Consular Section of the Embassy of Mexico in the United States, Alan Hubbard, Consul of Legal Protection, Consular Section of the Embassy of Mexico in the United States, Alan Torres, President of Marymount University, Dr. Irma Becerra, President of Virginia Tech, Dr. Timothy Sands, Associate Vice Provost for College Access, Virginia Tech, Dr. Karen Sanders, Vice Provost for Enrollment Management, Virginia Tech, Dr. Luisa Heavens Gerardo, and the Arlington Human Services Director, Anita Friedman. Again, if we omitted someone's name, please let us know that you are present with us tonight by typing your name and title in this chat. Thank you. And now, let's hear the testimonies from an Edu-Futuro student and an Edu-Futuro parent.
I started in Edu-Futuro when I was in high school with ELP 1, and they helped me become a better leader and become more confident in my public speaking abilities and to the future of becoming a professional. And then once I was in my senior year of high school, I enrolled into ELP 2, which helped me get into college and help me apply for all those scholarships and have a mentor that really cared for me and really pushed me to accomplish what I wanted to do. I think my life would be very different if I didn't enter into the Emerging Leaders program or even knew about Edu-Futuro, because they really pushed me and kept my vision of my future a reality. And I credit the Emerging Leaders Program Part 2 a lot for me getting into college, me being able to afford going to college, and I think I'm not sure if I would have gone to a four-year university if I didn't go into EOP2. Although I already graduated from the program, I had the opportunity a couple months ago to intern with Edu-Futuro as a STEM researcher, helping them convert their STEM curriculum to online and figuring out all the classes for that. And so I think although there is this pandemic, I know Edu-Futuro is doing a lot to support not only the students, but also the families, and especially making sure that they still can run the programs that they usually do, like the STEM program. They have the Emerging Leaders Program Part 1 and 2, and I know they did a really good job converting all of those into a virtual program in a very short amount of time. So they're also helping, I know, families financially as well, because a lot of families had to lose their jobs and have financial problems. So they've been a great help for the most of the community.
Pues yo trabajo en una compañía y bajaron los trabajos. Tal vez cuando iba un día o 2 días a la semana a trabajar, lo más 5 o 6 horas al día. Pues mi esposa se metió a una información de Facebook, creo, y ella estuvo chequeando todo eso y ella me contó y se puso a hablar ella. Alquiler de casa nos han ayudado bastante, y ahorita con la ayuda del apartamento también. Creo que lo hubieran corrido de la casa, no sé qué hubiera pasado, porque bajan los trabajos, por los niños que uno tiene, las obligaciones que uno tiene que tener, y ha sido duro para uno. Tengo 3 niñas, 2 niñas que son mías y una de mi esposa aparte, pero 3 digamos. Pues muy bien y agradecido por todo. Me siento ya mejor que como cuando estaba empezando la pandemia. Que mil gracias por Edu-Futuro y gracias por la ayuda que nos han dado.
Please remember to visit the website on your screen to bid on any of the excellent silent auction items and fund the need programs this evening. Your generous support will help Edu-Futuro to strengthen our youth and parent programs for the coming year. At this time, I have the honor to introduce Virginia Senator Mark Warner. Since he was first elected in 2008, Senator Warner has been a strong advocate and ally for the thousands of immigrant and Latino families living in Virginia. Most recently, Senator Warner joined Senator Tim Kaine in demanding an immediate federal response to the public health crisis occurring at the Farmville Detention Center, the nation's worst coronavirus outbreak inside an immigration holding facility. Senator Warner also expressed his strong support for Virginia's 28,000 recipients of temporary protected status, whose immigration status has been threatened by the termination of the TPS program nationwide. Here is Senator Mark Warner.
Hi, I'm Virginia Senator Mark Warner, and I want to congratulate Edu-Futuro for your 22 years of helping immigrant families in Northern Virginia. We all know that COVID-19 has particularly been hard-hitting to Black and Brown communities, and I want to thank Edu-Futuro for your over $100,000 of assistance to families with rental assistance, get food on the table, and just help them get through the challenges around COVID. We've got to make sure going forward that we do a better job of bringing our immigrant community more closely aligned with the greater Northern Virginia community. And your 22 years of this work is so important. I've actually got legislation that I think will take a major step forward in this field. It's called the Jobs and Neighborhood Investment Act, where we will take close to $15 billion that will invest in minority-based lending institutions and what's called community development financial institutions, CDFIs. because we've seen COVID not only have a disparate healthcare effect, it's also had a disparate economic effect. And these kind of investments would help institutions that lend to minority businesses. We've got to make sure that the promise of a fair shot for everyone, particularly for our immigrant community families, remains a priority and becomes a reality. So for 22 years of your great work, congratulations. And I hope you have a great gala, and hopefully we can do this again sometime in person. Thank you so much.
In June, Edu-Futuro became one of the only 12 AmeriCorps lead agencies in the entire Commonwealth of Virginia. Now we have the capacity to recruit 14 AmeriCorps members, which means that our centerpiece of our Emerging Leaders Program, ELP2, will offer life-changing services to more than 80 students, double the 40 youth we have been helping the past few years. Now let's listen to the testimony of one of our ELP students.
Mis papás son bolivianos, tengo una mamá soltera. Ella toda la vida me trató de ayudar para que salga adelante, pero el sistema de escuela aquí en los Estados Unidos es bien diferente de la Bolivia. Y cuando estaba creciendo tenía un tío y él me inspiró mucho a tratar de ayudar a otras personas que no tenían lo que yo tenía. Cuando estaba creciendo era bien independiente, mis padres se separaron cuando tenía 9 años, entonces tuve mi mamá soltera desde ahí, pero hasta más antes porque mi papá nunca intentó ser padre, mi tío fue mi padre. Crezo, voy a high school, trato de hacerlo sola, fue muy difícil. Encontré el programa de Edu-Futuro mi tercer año en high school, hice ELP1 y después hice ELP2, conocí a mi mentora Molly. Ella me ayudó con mis ensayos, aplicaciones, scholarships y todo eso. Me llegó a graduar en la pandemia. Mi tío se fue cuando yo estaba en intermedio, entonces desde ahí estoy sola sin él. Mi mamá trabajó más para que me mande a la universidad. Me graduó, soy aceptada a la escuela de The Elliott School of International Affairs de George Washington. Estoy estudiando ahora Relaciones Internacionales con una concentración en Político Internacional y también estoy sacando mi segundo grado en los estudios de Latinoamérica y Norteamérica. Y soy muy involucrada en mi escuela ahora. Creo que el programa de Edu-Futuro me inspiró a tratar de ayudar a otros. Soy parte de 3 organizaciones, 2 consulados, tengo un trabajo de medio tiempo y también tengo otro trabajo que ahora soy yo una AmeriCorps member. Y esa es mi historia. Creo que iba a ser más difícil. Creo que sola he podido hacer muchas cosas con el apoyo de mi mamá económicamente y con la inspiración de mi tío. Pero creo que si no tuviera Edu-Futuro, no sé si hubiera terminado la universidad donde terminé. Edu-Futuro en realidad me ayudó a contar mi historia sin que, para mí ser vulnerable es muy difícil. Y creo que Edu-Futuro me ayudó a contar mi historia y que yo sí merezco estar en esa universidad, aunque a veces yo no me siento que tengo la capacidad de estar ahí a veces. Pero el programa en realidad me ayudó a que crezca mi autoestima y que yo sepa que yo sí pertenezco a esa universidad. Tengo mucho que quiero hacer. Como le cuento, la inmigración es algo muy importante para mí. Mi tío me dejó, tristemente, cuando los sentimientos de anti-inmigración creció con la presidencia. Cuando quiero ir a la escuela de ley, quiero trabajar en ley internacional, pero quiero trabajar con derechos humanos, especialmente en Latinoamérica. Hablo los 2 idiomas, entiendo un poco de la historia por lo que yo viví. Quiero trabajar como una diplomática, quiero viajar, quiero ayudar con las leyes inmigratorias, quiero ayudar con los niños, quiero ayudar con las mujeres, solo porque todo eso pertenece a mi historia. Y me crecí en un lugar donde me enseñaron que lo que yo tengo quiero dar a otros, quiero ayudar al futuro y eso espero hacer un día y espero que pueda hacerlo. No hay que darse por vencido y sé que todos dicen eso, pero yo tengo mucho más en mi historia que no estoy lista para contar. Creo que a veces ponemos muchas piedras en nuestro camino por lo que nos pasó, pero yo uso todo lo que me pasó a mí y todo lo que yo viví para que yo pueda hacer algo en el futuro. Primero entré a la universidad de mis sueños, próximo va a ser entrar a la escuela de ley de mis sueños, no sé. Pero creo que a veces nos ponemos muchas piedras porque decimos no podemos o no pertenezco aquí o cualquier cosa así, pero no hay que darse por vencidos. Hay una manera que podemos entrar y hacer las cosas y amo todo lo que hago. Estoy ocupada todo el día, pero amo lo que hago. Me da una motivación para despertarme todas las mañanas.
The work of Edu-Futuro is made possible by the support of a large group of foundations, local government agencies, individual contributors, and by corporate allies that truly believe in the powerful potential of the immigrant students and parents of our community. This year, Edu-Futuro is extremely proud to present our Corporate Partner of the Year Award to the Options Clearing Corporation, OCC. The plaque for OCC reads, in recognition of the support offered to Edu-Futuro for leadership development programs which train immigrant youth to become the next generation of leaders in our communities. Accepting the Corporate Partner of the Year Award on behalf of OCC is Ms. Jean Balcom, who we are very proud to say is also a member of the Edu-Futuro Board of Directors.
Thank you, Jorge. It's an honor to be in partnership with such an invaluable organization. I've seen the work firsthand that you've done with disadvantaged youth and their families to help them realize their dreams and become leaders in their community. Also, the work that Edu-Futuro has done during this pandemic to assist families with their basic needs is critical. These families had nowhere to turn, and Edu-Futuro was there. We look forward to being in partnership with Edu-Futuro for many years to come.
You still have plenty of time to visit the website on your screen to place a bid on some of the great items available in our silent auction this year. Don't lose your opportunity to take advantage of great bargains like Caribbean vacation package from Elite Island Resorts and a private wine class for $20 from Total Wine and more. This past year, Edu-Futuro served more than 2,000 children, youth, and adults throughout Northern Virginia. We're very glad to report that in the coming months, we'll be expanding our Emerging Leaders program to immigrant and Latino students in Alexandria and Roanoke. Edu-Futuro is also preparing to launch an online tutoring service to help those youth who are having difficulties with distance learning. Please visit the Edu-Futuro website if you are interested in becoming a volunteer after-school tutor for this new program. Now let's listen to the testimony from one of Edu-Futuro's students.
So I first heard about Edu-Futuro in one of my econ classes. So my teacher was from a Spanish-speaking country, and he said some people are going to come from AmeriCorps to talk about this program. And I was a little hesitant at first, but I decided to attend the after-school meeting anyway. And after the hour or so they spoke, I decided to go ahead and sign up. And that was the first time I really heard about the program. And I learned that it was about 6 weeks for professional development and helping minority students achieve or go to higher education as they progress throughout high school. I knew I wanted to go to college, but I wasn't really sure what I wanted to study. I knew it was something in STEM, but I didn't really know where to start, so I didn't know how to apply, how scholarships worked, how financial aid worked. So after ELP1, I participated in ELP2, and that's where I worked with someone one-on-one. And throughout the course of the year, we applied to different schools, scholarships, and then filled out financial aid. And ultimately, we, I guess, worked hard enough that I managed to get a full ride to Virginia Tech. So my parents, once I told them they didn't have to worry about money, that was pretty relieving because the burden of paying for school and however much they had to pay didn't have to fall on them. So I'm the first person in my family to go to four-year university. And I think a lot of parents, that's one of their dreams for their kids, to attend a four-year university or go pursue higher education. And it was definitely a good experience. So you meet a bunch of people from different places, and even though a place like Northern Virginia is pretty diverse, I went to school in, I guess, the South. So seeing different cultures and interacting with different people from different areas, that was a good experience because I got to see things from different perspectives. Because I went through ELP1 and 2, and I'm still pretty close with the person who helped me one-on-one in ELP2, I always like coming back to mentor students. So I've mentored students for about a year now, and I've also helped tutor students in the Edu-Futuro program. So I know once COVID hit, some students had trouble keeping up with coursework, so I would help a few students with history and math and English just to kind of help them stay on track. It's definitely something I find rewarding. Of course, there's work and that pays me money, but there's something about helping people that I really enjoy. That's how I give back. So I enjoy coming back to Edu-Futuro to help out the students because I was in their shoes not too long ago.
The expansion of our Emerging Leaders program for youth to the city of Roanoke this coming year was made possible thanks to our partnership with Virginia Tech, the Virginia Tech Roanoke Center, and the Roanoke City Public Schools. We are extremely grateful to Dr. Karen Sanders, Associate Vice Provost for College Access and Chief Diversity Officer at Virginia Tech, for her leadership in the creation of this new collaborative agreement. Now, I am very proud to present the Community Partner of the Year Award to Dr. Timothy Sands, President of Virginia Tech. Their plaque reads, "In recognition of Virginia Tech's initiative in partnering with Edu-Futuro to serve immigrant and Latino students with education and resources for academic success." Accepting the Community Partner of the Year Award will be Virginia Tech President Dr. Timothy Sands.
Thank you, Jorge. On behalf of Virginia Tech, thank you for recognizing our university as Community Partner of the Year. We're honored to receive this award and appreciate the opportunity to partner with Edu-Futuro. We share a common vision to support the success of immigrant and first-generation students and their families by establishing pathways to higher education. Working through our College Access Collaborative to expand Edu-Futuro's reach into Roanoke is an important step for the region, especially now as the pandemic impacts underserved communities especially hard. We look forward to working with you in Southwest Virginia, and we hope that Virginia Tech's Innovation Campus in the greater DC region will bring new opportunities for collaboration. I'm certain that it will. We're already lined up and working together, and I look forward to the DC region being an area where we can expand our impact. We're excited to support the education and success of these students, and it works both ways. They're important to our university community. We need their talent, their ideas, and their perspectives. As future leaders, they support Virginia Tech's vision to be a university for generations to come. Once again, thank you for honoring Virginia Tech with this award and for the great work that you do. We look forward to working with Edu-Futuro to support the success of even more students and families and to develop the leaders of tomorrow. Thank you.
Time is running short, so please visit the website on your screen to bid on a great item or fund the need from our silent auction. This past year, Edu-Futuro served immigrant students and parents from 45 different countries, from El Salvador to Indonesia, Egypt, Uzbekistan, and Nepal. As part of our wraparound services, we teach immigrant and Latino adults computer literacy classes, while others learn how to navigate the U.S. school system and advocate for the education of their children. During this year of uncertainty and anxiety, however, immigrant families in need benefited from our Emergency Assistance Fund, which covered rent, utilities, and other basic needs. Let's listen to the testimony from one of our parents.
Bueno, esta pandemia me ha afectado demasiado duro. En el mes de marzo comenzó ya mi esposo mal, y en el mes de finales de marzo mi esposo estuvo en el hospital. Yo estuve con él en ese momento, fue muy duro para mí. Luego comenzó perdimos los trabajos. Y bueno, de ahí para allá entramos en un estrés. Mi esposo está mal todavía, tiene muchas secuelas del coronavirus, está demasiado mal, y yo igual. Hemos perdido empleos. En este momento mi esposo era el que generaba más dinero y yo un poco menos porque estoy mal de salud anteriormente de la pandemia. Entonces, ahora nosotros los hemos quedado a la deriva. Quien a mí me está ayudando, quizás por eso yo estoy todavía con vida, es Edu-Futuro. A esta organización yo le tengo que decir gracias. Si no fuera por ellos, yo no estuviera viva. Porque fueron las personas que salieron a decirme, no te preocupes, que vas a salir adelante. Una tarde, en el sofá de la casa, estaba viendo la televisión y vi el anuncio que puso don Jorge Rivera. De ahí, no fue anuncio, sino que él salió hablando diciendo que podían ayudar a las personas, que por favor llamaran al número de teléfono. Yo anoté el número de teléfono y fue cuando yo comencé a llamar. Porque en ese momento yo estaba ya desesperada. Esta pandemia a nosotros los ha dado bien fuerte. Pues estamos a la deriva, no tenemos dónde ir, no tenemos carro, nada, prácticamente nada. Sí, pero yo le digo, sí, Edu-Futuro siempre me está apoyando.
The year that Harvard Law School student Tim Kaine spent in Honduras working as a volunteer with Jesuit missionaries and farming families 40 years ago taught the future Virginia senator far more than Spanish. He left Honduras with a greater understanding of the plight of those seeking a better future in the United States. Today, Senator Tim Kaine is one of the greatest advocates for the rights of immigrants in the Congress and will play a key role in any future legislation for immigration reform in the United States. I am honored to introduce Senator Tim Kaine, who will introduce the recipient of our Special Recognition Award this year.
Hey everybody, Senator Tim Kaine here. I want to congratulate Edu-Futuro for outstanding service on behalf of immigrant families in Northern Virginia. I wish I could be at a gala in person with you, and I look forward to doing it in the future, but I am glad I could join you for a few minutes for this virtual presentation. We know that immigrant students and English language learners throughout the Commonwealth face difficult academic challenges during this time of COVID-19. They have less access to distance learning than other populations due to language barriers, limited financial resources, access to computers, and weak broadband connections. The coronavirus epidemic has made the work of Edu-Futuro, which is always important, more important than ever. When the coronavirus epidemic forced the closing of all Virginia schools, Edu-Futuro staff quickly communicated with students and established stable online video connections to their households. By mid-April, Edu-Futuro was able to launch a web-based version of the Emerging Leaders Program, making certain that youth continue to build not only their academic pathways in high school, but a path to higher education. As one of the largest immigrant-led organizations in Northern Virginia, Edu-Futuro is also working on the front lines of the COVID-19 crisis, providing individual case management services to now more than 700 families affected by the pandemic, through dispersing nearly $150,000 in direct financial aid, and by assisting immigrant parents to apply for hundreds of thousands of dollars through local government and other programs, and as well as nonprofits for rental and food assistance. Edu-Futuro has helped keep families safe throughout the public health emergency. None of this would be possible without the strong support of public servants who understand the obstacles faced by immigrant families and are willing to fight for the improvement of services to the communities they represent. In grateful recognition of her outstanding work during a year of unprecedented challenge, Edu-Futuro awards its Special Recognition Award to Dalia Palchik, the first Latina ever elected to the Fairfax Board of Supervisors. Dalia and her family immigrated to the United States from Argentina, entering Fairfax County schools as a young child who did not speak English. She flourished in her studies and graduated first from the Thomas Jefferson High School for Science Technology and then Tufts University. In 2015, Dalia ran for the Fairfax County School Board, and she won a seat as a representative of the Providence District. Many people may not know that one of the reasons Dalia was inspired to seek public office was because someone she used to ride the bus to work, and she would listen to immigrant moms talking about the difficulties that their children were having in school. In 2019, Dalia became the first Latina elected to the Fairfax Board of Supervisors. She made history as a representative of the Providence District. And then she began her tenure on January 1, 2020, just before COVID hit Fairfax, Virginia, and the entire country and world. As the chair of the Health and Human Services Committee and vice chair of the Housing Committee, Dahlia has been at the forefront of Fairfax County's effort to keep families supported during the pandemic. I know I am inspired by her, and Dahlia's advocacy makes me want to do more. We've passed 4 COVID relief bills, and we need to do even more, and Dahlia serves as a great inspiration to that. Throughout the crisis, Dahlia's responded with amazing courage and dedication. So for her work on behalf of all families in Fairfax County, Northern Virginia, I have the honor of presenting the Special Recognition Award to Fairfax Supervisor Dahlia Palchik. Congratulations.
Good evening y buenas noches. Es un gran honor estar aquí con ustedes esta noche. It's such an honor to be here with you tonight and to receive this wonderful recognition for Edu-Futuro's 22nd anniversary. This year's theme is Against All Odds, and I think we can all relate to that, as we have tried to push through barriers against all odds to find our path and to help those around us. I am truly humbled to be the first Latina ever elected to the Fairfax County Board of Supervisors, and I hope not to be the last. Here in Fairfax, more than a quarter of our school-age children are Latinx. Having been one of those kids growing up here, learning English, receiving free meals, I did not know that my path would lead me here today. I came to the United States from Argentina with my family when I was just 6 years old and navigated the school system and our new way of life. I was comforted by my parents who always put their children's needs first, and by my teachers who helped ensure I was able to thrive and succeed in school and beyond. Their support has meant everything along the way. And for the past 22 years, that is exactly what Edu-Futuro has done for families like my own across the Northern Virginia region. This Fairfax community has offered me so much, and as an adult, I wanted to do my part to give back, and therefore ran for local office. Having taken office after COVID-19 hit, inequity in our county was more apparent than ever, and especially in our Latinx community. That's why I have taken every opportunity to use my voice in this role, to speak directly and to listen to our community. I've also worked with our county to partner with groups like Edu-Futuro to provide economic support for those most impacted. We are in this together, and there's more work to be done, not just today, but beyond the recovery and in years to come. I want to thank you again. Thank you, Edu-Futuro and Jorge, and all of you for your tenacious work here in our community. Your tireless efforts will help us become a more equitable and inclusive region. Thank you for this incredible honor. Muchísimas gracias por este gran honor.
One last reminder to all of you interested in bidding for one of the fantastic items available in our silent auction. Don't lose one more minute and visit the website on your screen. Now we have a chance to listen to the testimony from another Edu-Futuro student.
My name is Giovanni Fuentes Mejia. I come from Argentina. I immigrated here when I was very young, 3 years old, with my mom, and we crossed the border here. And right now I'm attending William & Mary. I'm extremely grateful for all the help I've received from organizations such as Edu-Futuro, and not only through their ELP2 program, but also with their scholarships that they've given me. And right now I'm in William & Mary's pre-med track and plan on studying chemistry. So me and my mom were thinking about college and if I would be able to go to a 4-year college or if I would have to go to a community college. First, I believed that I would just go to Nova and transfer to a 4-year college there because it'd be much more economic, and I believe I didn't have the capabilities to really put myself out there through my writing in the college application process. But through the program ELP2, I was paired with a very great mentor who really helped me express myself in my writing and really put myself out there, highlight my positives. And when looking into the college search, I stumbled upon ELP2 and ELP1. I had previously done ELP1, but was unaware of ELP2 and the benefits they could bring. So I applied into ELP2. I went through the interview and later found out that I had gotten into the program. And this program really helped me during the application process of college because I was extremely lost. My parents haven't gone to college. They don't have any sort of bachelor's in anything, and they're immigrants, so they don't really know what college life is here. Today, if I didn't find ELP2 and Edu-Futuro, I would probably be in Nova right now studying, I don't even know what. I'd probably just be in Nova, just studying their general courses, introductory courses, and just be doing that right now. As cliche as it might seem, there's always going to be light, there's always going to be a positive. You just got to go out and search for it and really try. That's basically it. Don't give up. You can do this. Many others in your shoes have done this before, and there's really a lot to gain from ELP2 and all it offers. First off, I just want to say thank you so much for helping the community I'm part of and providing so many resources. When I was in ELP2 and coronavirus hit, my mentor was really helpful in spreading the word of food drives and where I could go to get some help. She also listed organizations that were giving emergency relief funds to undocumented people such as myself, which really helped me and my family pay mortgages, the food bill, utility bills and stuff like that. And that really helped us focus more on, right, so we got our bills covered, now time to focus how we can budget in my college expenses. And I just want to say thank you so much, and you're doing really great work.
Now I have the pleasure of introducing Dr. Marjorie Myers, who served for several decades as principal of Key Elementary School, where she was instrumental in fully implementing the two-way Spanish-English immersion program that serves as a powerful model for the entire Washington region. Through her work, Dr. Myers cemented an educational legacy that will benefit Arlington students far into the future. For the third year, Edu-Futuro is very proud to present this outstanding educator who will announce the winners of the Dr. Marjorie Myers Scholarship Awards.
Muchísimas gracias, Jorge. Thank you, my dear, for all your boundless work and fundraising to help students and parents through Edu-Futuro. You have helped so many. It is my great honor to award the third annual Dr. Marjorie L. Myers Scholarships to two outstanding student candidates. Money to fund the award was raised from the Key School families and my personal friends and family around the world. Without their generous donations, we would not be able to provide these scholarships. The criteria for the selection of the scholarship recipients was to offer them to students who had been in immersion and who had maintained their Spanish, while of course excelling in English. Students who were Latinos or speakers of other languages, but who had learned Spanish and were bilingual or trilingual, and who were first-generation college students was important. They needed to be strong, goal-oriented students. In the selection, I felt that each of the two selected was focused and clear on their personal academic goals. The candidates were proud to tell me they were first-generation college students. They each will face challenges on their educational journey. Despite the bumps in the road, the students need to stay focused, as only education will change their lives and make their parents' dreams and theirs come true. Keep in mind, there's no time limit for education. I love to share that as a 70-year-old, I only received my doctorate from the George Washington University 11 years ago. What matters is getting that degree or 2 or 3. The first of our awardees, Tanya Guzman, is currently a senior at Wakefield High School in Arlington, Virginia. She plans to graduate with an advanced diploma in June of 2021. Tanya is fully bilingual. When she talks, she describes with detail, provides colorful language, and uses humor to express ideas and share memories. When Tanya was younger, she was discouraged from speaking Spanish and only gained appreciation for her culture later on when she went to her father's job with him and met people who couldn't speak English. And this made her appreciate the skill and ability to bridge the barrier between different people with different languages. She credits a former biology teacher who showed her that she could be a success. The teacher related to her about her personal immigrant experience as a Vietnamese refugee. When Tanya was asked about how the pandemic has affected her, she said she just wasn't prepared. It was a huge shock at first, and she had to adjust mentally. She, like all of us, wasn't used to the lack of human interaction. Mostly, she misses talking to teachers. Currently, she is taking dual enrollment classes in English 12, medical terminology, and health science, AP statistics, physical therapy, and sports medicine. Tanya has been on the honor roll since 9th grade and was selected the 2019 Student of the Year in Driver's Education and Film Studies. She holds a 3.9 GPA. Her extracurricular activities include being a member of the Early Identification Program, Latinas Leading Tomorrow, and United Minority Girls. Her plans are to be a physical therapist or get an MBA. She has clear ideas of the programs and leadership positions she wants to be part of when she attends college. She hopes to study kinesiology, the study of mechanics of body movement, and is deciding about doctorate programs. To do so, her course load will be filled with science and math. She plans to join Latinx clubs and be a leader in the community. She wants to help support and encourage people on campus. I am honored to recognize Tanya Guzman as the 2020 Dr. Marjorie L. Myers Scholarship Award honoree with a check for $2,000. Congratulations, Tanya.
Me siento bien alegre y bien emocionada porque nunca expecté que iba a poder ganarlo. El día del kickoff lo dijeron que había una encuesta para ver si calificábamos para la beca y lo llené y después gané una llamada y me dijeron que era una de 4 finalistas y que me iba a tocar hacer una entrevista el siguiente día para ver si entre los 4 quién 2 íbamos a ganar. Y hice la entrevista con Raymond y Pilar y me ayudaron bastante y después el siguiente día me llamó Victoria y me dijo felicidades, ganaste y que ahora aquí estoy. Personalmente bastante motivación porque como en el último año de la secundaria todo está bien estresado, entonces era un momento que ese día estaba alegre para el resto de la noche y quiero continuar haciendo más así. Después de que me gradué de la high school, quiero perseguir una carrera en fisioterapia. Siempre he querido ayudar a gente y esa es una de las maneras que yo creo que puedo ayudar a gente más. Yo he estado con Edu-Futuro desde la escuela intermedia. Era parte del Robotics Club del ELP1 y me enseñaron más crecer en la persona que yo era. Cuando era bien menor era un poco reservada y no me gustaba meterme en cosas que nunca había tenido una experiencia en. Entonces me ayudaron a salir más adelante y ponerme en momentos que tal vez no me siento conforme en. Y ya después de eso en la high school me ayudó a platicar más con gente, a subir la voz y a ser más como conforme con yo. Estábamos bien alegres, todos estábamos esperando la llamada ese día, estábamos bien, parte estresados porque no sabíamos, era bien tarde ya y ya estábamos pensando que no lo había agarrado o que iba a agarrar un mensaje diciendo gracias, pero esta vez no. Entonces cuando los enteramos que gané, yo lloré y después mi mamá lloró cuando me estaba abrazando, entonces estábamos todos emocionados y era un día bien feliz para nosotros. Mi carrera es de bastante años, entonces toda la ayuda que yo puedo agarrar es un beneficio para yo y para mis padres porque somos una familia que no tiene bastante, pero hacemos lo mejor con lo que tenemos. Entonces, aunque sea un poquito o bastante, para nosotros es un evento bien grande.
Our next awardee, Alejandro Arraso, is a senior at Annandale High School in Virginia. Alejandro is fully bilingual. When asked about his experience in the immersion program, he said it was actually kind of a reverse experience because he was submerged into Spanish when he needed to learn English. As with all immersion students, he learned both languages. He arrived from Peru at the age of 14 and only spoke Spanish. In the 8th grade, his English teacher told him he had potential and helped him talk to his counselor. Thanks to that teacher, Alejandro took more challenging honors courses in high school. Bilingualism is a major part of his life. He says he is divided into two parts. He is Peruvian and American. Spanish and speaking Spanish have opened many doors for him. When asked how the pandemic has affected his educational goals, he said, "It has affected every single aspect of his academic life. He misses his friends and misses being able to just walk into his teacher's classrooms and ask for help." He is an IB candidate with a 4.511 GPA. He is a member of the National Honor Society, the English National Honor Society, Math Honor Society, and the National Spanish Honor Society. He wants to go to college so that he can provide for his friends and family. He wants to become a psychiatrist because he wants to be able to use his knowledge to help other people with their own emotional challenges. He will apply to a pre-med program and take courses in chemistry and biology to prepare for his career. In college, he plans to go to class, stay for extra explanations, seek counseling advice, and join clubs to be involved in other activities. He loves sports, so he'll do that too. Jennifer Landis Santos, founder of the Career Wellness Group, writes that Alejandro is a very dedicated, conscientious, and caring person. He has a sense of confidence, kindness, and humility, which makes him a natural leader amongst his peers. He is dedicated to self-exploration and growth. Leaders who are emotionally intelligent are more impactful and effective in organizations. With the partnerships of a strong leadership program like Edu-Futuro's Emergent Leaders Program, he will continue to grow and develop his thoughtful and articulate presence to serve his community. I am very proud to award the Key School PTA Dr. Marjorie L. Meyer Scholarship for $2,000 to Alejandro Arraso. Congratulations, Alejandro.
So I was born in Peru, in the capital Lima. And then in 2016, we decided to move to the United States because my parents knew that the United States was the land of opportunities, and they wanted me and my two other younger siblings to have a better chance at life. And so for me, this being awarded this scholarship means a lot because I know that the award that I will receive in terms of like money will help me afford college. It will help me not struggle as much, and I don't know, it just makes me feel really happy that other people acknowledge that I have what it takes to be successful in college, and I appreciate their support. At first, I couldn't really believe it because I wasn't expecting to win. I knew I did well, but I was sure that there were other people who were also as competitive as I am. So I was just really happy that it was me who won. My next step is to go to college, of course. Well, I'm applying to multiple universities, for example, Vanderbilt, the University of Virginia, and Yale. And I know that wherever I end up going, I will be okay and I will do a great job. So Edu-Futuro has definitely helped me out for the past 2 years. So I participated in the Emerging Leaders Program 1 during the spring of last year. And during that period of time, Edu-Futuro helped me organize my, my resume. They also helped me out with developing my personal statement for the Common App. And they also mentored me in how to improve my public speaking skills. And I don't know, we just did plenty of workshops, and I was able to take advantage of it and apply what I learned to my life. Well, personally, I feel that I got really lucky because my mom was the one who found this opportunity through like talking to people, and she was the one who encouraged me to do it. So I guess that my message would be look for these opportunities, and although they may not be right in front of you at first, you have to talk your way into finding these opportunities so you can take advantage of them and improve your opportunities of success.
On behalf of the staff, board, volunteers, students, and parents of Edu-Futuro, I want to thank you for joining us this evening. Your support makes our services and programs a reality. Muchísimas gracias y buenas noches.
We hope that you had an opportunity to bid on one of the items in our silent auction and that you enjoyed our virtual gala this year. Let's hope that next year we all can meet in person and dance and have fun, and that we can all be part of a safer and happier country. Ahora los dejo con la buena música de nuestro artista Jonathan Acosta. Muchísimas gracias a todos ustedes por haber sido parte de esta gala virtual de Edu-Futuro. Gracias por su tiempo, su apoyo y su cariño. Estuvo con ustedes Andrea Zarralde. Buenas noches.
Canto a la Argentina, canto a la Argentina como canto a El Salvador. Canto al pueblo mío, canto a Venezuela, canto a mi Colombia, Nicaragua, Puerto Rico, las Antillas y Ecuador. Canto a la Argentina, canto a la Argentina como canto a El Salvador. Canto al pueblo mío, canto a Venezuela, canto a mi Colombia, Nicaragua, Puerto Rico, las Antillas y Ecuador. Soy de los Andes, de una tierra grande, de verdes praderas, café, pan dulce, playas y sol. Soy americano como el continente, de muchos colores que hace tan bella toda mi gente. Se oye San Martín, cabalga Bolívar, Sucre que enamora con esos aires llenos de sur. Y allá en Centroamérica, Morazán de Honduras, y el grito de Hidalgo a México lindo un día transformó. Se oye San Martín, cabalga Bolívar, Sucre que enamora con esos aires llenos de sur. Y allá en Centroamérica, Morazán de Honduras, y el grito de Hidalgo a México lindo un día transformó. Soy de los Andes, de una tierra grande, de verdes praderas, café, pan dulce, playas y sol. Soy americano como el continente, de muchos colores que hace tan bella toda mi gente. De norte a sur o al revés, de sur pa'l norte, como lo ves. De norte a sur o al revés, del sur pa'l norte, como lo ves. De norte a sur o al revés, del sur pa'l norte, como lo ves. Paraguay, qué linda, Chile y Bolivia, Norteamérica, Panamá bailando pollera colorada. De norte a sur o al revés, del sur pa'l norte, como lo ves. De norte a sur o al revés, del sur pa'l norte, como lo ves. Suena, suena charanguito, suena también en Canadá. De norte a sur o al revés, del sur pa'l norte, como lo ves. De norte a sur o al revés, del sur pa'l norte, como lo ves. Soy americano como el continente, de muchos colores que hace tan bella a toda mi gente.